Hey everybody, it's Bill with Franklin Loan Center, and today is Fed Day, and it was kind of a doozy. I mean, so rewinding a little bit, Friday that just passed was the CPI number, so that's Consumer Price Index. It's an inflation read, and it came in higher than expected. Calling me, and it was just the market from Friday to today, I mean, it's been crazy. I mean, literally mortgage rates are probably up 3/4 of a point. It's been really ugly because the market's just saying, look, I mean, get this inflation under control, and until you do, rates have only one way to go, right? So for anybody that's been paying any attention to like the financial news, a lot of economists and things like this have been out saying, look, the Fed's been talking about doing a 50 basis point or a half point increase to the Fed funds rate, and then instead all of a sudden they were saying he needs to do at least 75 or even a full point, right? So here we are, today's Fed Day. It's like, oh my gosh, what's going to happen? So they did indeed raise by 3/4 of a point. That's the highest single raise by the Fed since 1994, which says a lot about the situation that we're in. And it also sort of signaled to the markets, particularly the bond markets, that the Fed is indeed getting fully engaged here, right? And willing to come off script to do what needs to be done to bring inflation down, right? So, and the market really liked it today. So this is one of those days, and we talk about this all the time on Fed Day. And so what everybody hears is the Fed's increasing interest rates. Well, the Fed doesn't increase mortgage rates. The Fed increases the Fed funds rate, and then the market reacts to that, right? So actually the bond market, the long-term mortgage bond market really liked this today. And because it shows that the Fed is getting fully engaged and is gonna get as aggressive as they deem fit to bring inflation under control. And so because of that, there was a bunch of buying in mortgage-backed securities today, and it was a really big, I mean, it was about as big of a move as we've seen in a little bit for the positive. But just Monday was almost as bad in the other direction, right? So we basically wiped away today one day of the last three kind of really rough days in the bond markets. So rates aren't quite back to where they were on Thursday, but feeling a lot better. It was nice to see the market digest this in a positive way. We'll see what happens going forward. The one thing that we keep hearing is that we are not to peak inflation yet. I mean, I won't bore everyone with all the details in this call or in this video, but there's more to come. I mean, some of these upcoming reads, just because of the math and the year-over-year numbers, they're almost guaranteed to run up for the next couple of months, right? So we're gonna see inflation kind of reading hot for at least another few months, and then the math starts to actually become more favorable, and we're hoping that we'll see some flattening, right? Especially with, again, the Fed doing what they can to kind of slow things down. So time will tell, but for today, the Fed got engaged in a much bigger way than they were talking about. And that's good for mortgage rates, again, for today. So that's all I have. Happy to, anyone questions, thoughts, just shoot me a message. I'd love to, kind of answer any questions. And if I can't answer it, then I'll get the answer for you. But yep, it's, we finally see some green in mortgage rates today, which is a positive. So I'm Bill with Franklin Loan Center, and I'll see y'all next week.